Hi, welcome to Flyers TV. We're here after the game against Edinburgh this evening, which was a very disappointing night for the Flyers. We're not going to hide that fact. We don't need to. You've seen it for yourself. I'm glad to say I've got Coach Todd Dutiaume giving us an interview, and that's followed by an in-depth talk with Captain Stewart. Todd, thanks for taking the time to come and talk to us after the game tonight. You must be disappointed. My own take on the game was that I felt that we really didn't start playing till we were 3-0 down. And we seem to give a lot of puck away, and if you've not got the puck, you're not going to score goals, eh?
Yeah, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head there. I think that we had identified this game. We wanted to come out and make a statement. I think we've been playing well lately. The last couple of games we were close, you know what I mean? Maybe ran out of the steam in some third periods. So we built all week up to this, and I think we definitely came out flat. I think Edinburgh play a little bit of a negative style. They play that neutral zone trap pretty well. They do it good, and they take pucks back. And I think it kind of negated our guys to a certain extent. And about the giveaways, I agree with you. I think it's been happening to us generally this year. I thought we would have eliminated a lot of it, but tonight I think it kind of crept back in. I think it was a great crowd. I think maybe guys were a little nervous. I don't think that I sensed it before the game, but certainly I sensed it after the first puck drop there. We looked a little tentative and didn't really look like we wanted it, like you said, until we went 3-0 down. I split up the lines a little bit, made a few changes, and then all of a sudden guys are skating. So that was a bit frustrating on my part. You know, we came back and then we just ran out of time again, and it seems to be sound like a broken record, but we do keep running out of time.
Edinburgh are a good skating team, and they break fast. I felt they came up as right for the first gun, but I got the feeling, and maybe it's unfair to say we weren't quite ready for them at that stage, but I don't know if that's the right thing. I just felt they were more up for it than we were at the start.
Yeah, I think your last comment there probably sums up how I feel. I think that you know, you get the sense that you know, they want that puck, they want to score and stuff like that, and it seems like, you know, maybe the addition of all the losses that we've had and stuff like that, I think maybe at times it looks like we're trying not to let the other team score rather than going out there playing hockey and going on the offense, and that's something we've been working on. It was something that was lacking from the game tonight, which was a little disappointing. However, you know, like, you got to find some positives. I think Stephen Gunn had another good game for us. He scored a goal, and I think at times when that line was skating, you know, you look at Stephen McAlpine as well. I mean, he's probably one of the hardest working guys out on the ice tonight. And you know, if we can get an import playing between those two or something like that, I think that you know, those guys are going to generate some stuff for us.
Well, just on the subject of the import, we've been saying that, you know, we're not far away from somebody, and the fans obviously are getting restless, if that's the right word. What's the news on that? And I mean, do you think we could positively say, yeah, there'll be somebody in for next weekend? Or
it just comes down to timeline now. I think that I think we've pretty much agreed. I think it's just it's a matter of what's the word, like you know, flight, and I think that you know, the offer was good for a couple days or something like that. You know what I mean? So hopefully, I mean, I haven't received word. I was hoping to receive word tonight, but I haven't received word yet. But I mean, we're literally that close, you know. So it's something that, I mean, you know, I don't know if one player would have made a difference tonight, but I think a player in a lineup gives a team a boost, and sometimes it does, you know. But I certainly think that for this team to be successful and to please, you know, the folk that are paying every week, I think we need a couple guys in here. We need to get myself back in the lineup and start coming at teams. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I've been here for a long time, and the fans here demand a good performance, and it's, you know, that wasn't our proudest moment out there tonight.
At the moment, we're still within touching distance of that 8th spot, which is the last playoff spot. However, that if we keep losing, that's going to drift away from us. And that's something we don't want at this stage. And I think that's maybe why the fans are saying, look, we've really got to someone in. I know. I mean, I've spoken to you. You feel exactly the same. I know you're as frustrated as they are. So here's hoping that could be, you know, resurrected.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've always said that, you know, I mean, I played here for a lot of years, and we've had a lot of successful seasons. And, you know, I know that people demand success here. And this is always going to be a difficult transition. I think it would be this difficult, probably not, but on the same token, you know, like I feel frustrated because, you know, I put my name to it, and I want to be able to prove to the folk out there that we can put a competitive team here and we can win hockey games. You know, however, I will say that it'll be very difficult to please anybody, even ourselves, if we continue with such a depleted lineup. You know, like we're only an injury two away from being, you know, right on our bare bones, and that's a frustrating thing as well. You know, as a coach, you want to be able to look up and down your bench and see, you know, have options, Whereas right now, gets down to, you know, we need a goal or two. Options run pretty thin, you know.
I said in our interview on Thursday that the imports we have are of a good quality.
Yep.
But we're asking an awful lot of them every single week, aren't we? And you're the first to say that. And that can't go on. That's why I think we need, and I'm behind you there, we need to bring somebody in now, or people in now to help them as well.
Yeah, I mean, we don't make it public knowledge all the time, but I mean, like, and this is not making excuses for them, because they're the professionals in this ice hockey outfit, and we're always going to demand a lot out of them. Yeah. But you know, like four or five of the top line players are carrying injuries, but they're not complaining. They're going out there doing the business, and it's good to see. I mean, it's good to see that they care about it, and they want the club to be successful as well. You know, so they need a little bit of help. They'll get it. And you know, we got to turn the ship around a little bit. Yeah, and I'm sure you will. I know that you're working very, very hard. Because I see what you're doing every day, and I see the work you're putting in that perhaps a lot of the fans don't see. So just keep it going, and I'm sure we're not far away. Just a couple of players away, as you said, and hopefully we'll have maybe somebody in next week, and that'll help for the game against Clan. Now we're off to Cardiff tomorrow. That's a long coach trip for a start, and then a tough game, because it's always hard down there, isn't it? Yeah, well, Cardiff, it's a small rink. They got a big team and they're physical, and I think that you know, we're talking every game. Every game seems to be a tough game for us right now, especially when you're at the bottom of the pile. But you know what? We're going to get on the bus tomorrow morning. We're going to go down there thinking we got a chance to win this hockey game, and we'll see what we can get out of it. I mean, like the guys have been playing well on the road this year, and hopefully we can keep that up. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Well, thanks very much for your time again, Todd. We're all sorry about the loss, but I know you're doing your best, and I'm sure we'll get better as the season goes on, and we are getting better as the season goes on. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Al. Thank you very much. Danny, thanks very much for taking time to talk to me. Well, obviously disappointed tonight. It was a game we really would hope we'd take something from. Would you agree with that? Yeah, I mean, losing's getting old now, and you know, we identified this game as a game we needed to win to start. You know what, making some noise, no, not even making noise, but getting up that table, staying close until, you know, maybe we can get a few bodies in, but you know, we got down 3-0, and to battle back with some of the minutes guys are playing is a tough task. And you know, we played better second half of the game, and we had some great scoring chances, but again, you know, you can't put yourself in a hole like that. No. I said to Todd, and I'll say to yourself as well, that the imports we have are of a very good standard, but we can't keep going on asking them to do what they're doing every week. It's just not fair on them, and it's not fair on the rest of the team either. I think we need to get more bodies in. Would you agree with that? Yeah, of course. I mean, it's, you know, generally you tend to play more minutes as the season goes on in the latter part of the season. But from day one, before you're even in match fitness, to start playing 35-40 minutes a night, and then carry that through to, you know, we're almost in December now. It's a tough task, and you can see now guys are starting to get a little bit worn down, and injuries are starting to creep up. So, but you know what, that's obviously out of us players' control, and you know, we're trying our best out there, and we're trying to make things work, and you can't fault the effort. And you know, tonight there were periods of times we didn't play as well as we could have, but again, you know, 2 of their goals were just unbelievable bounces. One pops in the air behind Zemmer's back, and then the other one hits a stick laying on the ice, and but you know what, those things tend to happen when things are going bad. It's not coincidence. So we just got to keep pushing forward. We gotta put this one behind us, because we gotta probably go into the toughest rink to play in the league in Cardiff, and they've been playing a lot better lately, and we got to be ready. And the fact that Hull beat them on Wednesday, they'll be smarting a bit, so they'll be looking to get back to winning ways again. So it's not going to be easy. No, they're not a team that takes. You know what, Jared Adams got them.
he makes sure they don't take teams lightly, and especially at home. And it doesn't matter who they're playing, the Fife Flyers or the Nottingham Panthers. If you go into Cardiff Arena, it's going to be a battle.
You did a great job at Newcastle with limited resources last year, and deservedly, in my opinion, got the Coach of the Year award. I thought that was great. Here, it must feel not the same, because it's not a financial problem here. It's just not enough bodies problem, I think. How do you keep positive in situations like that?
It's tough. I won't lie. I'd be lying if I said, we're fine, we're happy. But it's last year to this year, it's similar in some situations, but it's completely different in others. And like I said, you got to try and be professional about it as best you can. And especially us older guys, the young guys are looking at you and seeing your reactions. So if you're getting negative in the room all the time and you're losing your composure, then it filters down to them. And I think we gotta find ways to stay positive as best we can and keep pushing through. And then try to squeak out a couple wins here before the break, and then maybe hopefully get a couple bodies in, and then maybe make a bit of a charge in the second half of the season.
I've got to say, it doesn't show in your performance tonight. I think you're having a great season, considering all what's going on. And I think you've been a credit to the team and an inspiration to the British guys as well. Speed's a good asset. You're very fast on ice. Do you think that with maybe say another 2 bodies in, or do you think we need to go for the 3? Do you think it would be much more competitive than what I know it would? But
2 more bodies would do world of wonders. For example, you get a D and a forward, and then all of a sudden you're looking at maybe 2 solid lines and a good line of Brits, and you got 4 solid. The young guys, they're starting to come along, but again, it's a matter of depth. The guys are playing a lot more minutes, from the top end guys to maybe the 5th, 6th defensemen are playing more minutes than they normally would as well, and guys are getting tired, and guys are asked to kind of maybe play outside their game, and sometimes when that happens, you try to do a little bit too much, and I think in spurts, I know myself, the first 3 or 4 weeks I was trying to do too much, play outside my game, and I think going back to D, I've kind of settled down and just stuck to my game, and our other guys as well, they're trying to force things, trying to create stuff out of nothing. And when we're 1 win in the season and things are going tough, we just got to get back to basics and just get down to simple and hard work and try to gut things out.
I think you're right. The fans appreciate that, I think, because the fans are not blaming the players in as much that they're giving 110% every week. And as I said before, I think we've got a great standard import here. We're just not enough. And hopefully we'll put that straight this week. I believe that Todd was saying that he hopes there's somebody in for next week, and another forward after that, or soon after that. And I'd just like to thank you for your time. Just keep your head up, because you're doing a good job, and good luck in Cardiff tomorrow.
All right, no problem.
Thanks.
Cheers.